Did you know the best-selling car of 1955 was the Chevrolet Bel Air? Now, compare that to last year's best-selling car, or truck, vehicle, the Ford F-Series trucks. What about movies? Last year's top 3 films at the domestic box office were Barbie, Super Mario Bros., and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But what about, let's say, 1985's biggest box office champs? The top 3 for that year were the classic trio of Back to the Future, Beverly Hills Cop, and Rambo: First Blood Part 2. Now you may be asking yourself, what in the world is this guy getting at? Well, it's really pretty simple. The Chevrolet Bel Air is worlds away in terms of styling, looks, and even function than an F-Series truck. Yet, in their time, they reigned, or in the case of the F-Series, continue to reign supreme. Then you have a sequel to one of Sylvester Stallone's most successful films and 2 original films that would become so popular they'd spin their own franchises, one of which, Beverly Hills Cop, just released another entry this year. Now compare that to what was on top last year. Barbie, Super Mario, and Spider-Man are all decades-old properties that have been around for longer than some of us have even been alive, and 2 of them weren't even live action. The point I'm making here is what was popular back then isn't always popular now. Taste in cars and films change, and the same can be said about what your workers and the workforce in general find attractive when it comes to benefits. Welcome back to the Recruiting Roundup, where every month we take a new look at a recruiting or talent acquisition topic. For Randall Reilly, I'm Joshua Miller. If you like what you see and hear today, and you think, hey, I want to hear more of that, just go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're over on our Randall Reilly page, you can also sign up for our newsletter. We'll send that out once a month with a sampling of some of our newest video and written content. Now, back to what I was touching on just a minute ago, the changing tastes of the workforce. Just like styles of cars and genres of films may go in or out of style, benefits are no different. What people placed a lot of importance on not that long ago may suddenly not seem all that important. On the other hand, something that seemed almost impossible just a few short years ago may now be extremely popular and in demand. Let's take remote work, for instance. Prior to the pandemic, remote work wasn't really a major factor or benefit that was batted around all that often. It was pretty much expected that if you signed on to work for a company, that more often than not, that meant you'd actually have to, be on location at the company office. And this wasn't really shocking to anyone. Let's consider that in 1996, only 20% of companies even offered some form of partial or full-time telecommuting.
Right. What did he say?
Yeah, you heard me. Telecommuting. We didn't even call it the same thing back then. Now compare that to the fact that according to Forbes Advisor, 20% of the entire workforce is remote and 16% of companies have gone fully remote across the board. And there are a lot of workers out there who prefer to be all remote, 54%. But not every business is able to offer remote work options. Is there anything else out there that could maybe make the difference and help you land those high quality candidates and keep current employees happy and thereby reduce your turnover? And make no mistake, benefits can make the difference when it comes to hiring and keeping those high quality hires. Gallup polled over 13,000 US employees, and 64% say that income and benefits are both very important, with work-life balance coming in with 61% saying it's very important to them. And this one is on the rise too. Less than 10 years ago in 2015, only 53% ranked it as highly. So the question is, if pay, benefits, and work-life balance are so important, is there anything you can do to adapt to this shifting landscape to modernize your benefits? I don't know, how about childcare?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you doing anything there? Now, while it may seem impossible at first, this may actually be worth a second look. 2 companies, Patagonia and JP Morgan, have instituted widely popular programs that they report having resulted in positive returns for the company, 91% and 115% returns, to be exact. What about financial help for employees, like a savings tool or some sort of savings program? A Commonwealth survey found that 75% said they'd at least consider using a tool if it was offered to them, and 100% said they'd definitely opt in if there was some sort of employer spending match. But there's more. 62% of those surveyed said they work harder and be more productive. 55% said they'd miss less work, and 76% claimed that they'd be more likely to stay with the company if such options were in place. And then finally, and this one is really out there, I know, and around 99.99999% of you watching this are going to immediately say, no way. And I get it. It's totally fine. But some have even tried going with a 4-day work week.
You're crazy. You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
Companies right here in the United States that offer a 4-day workweek option right now include Amazon, Basecamp, Forbes Advisor, and Carfax. And again, I know that many, if not all of you watching this, will even be able to consider a 4-day workweek. But the point is, no one was really even talking about a 4-day workweek, here in the United States at least, until very, very recently. And it just goes to show that what worked then may not work now. And what once seemed like a pipe dream, like working from home all the time, could end up being a reality sooner than you think. And that's going to do it for us today here on the Recruiting Roundup. I hope you enjoyed our video. We got lots of other episodes covering a whole slew of other topics, so if you haven't already, go check them out. We look forward to seeing you here next time when we cover another recruiting or talent acquisition topic. Thanks for watching.